Franchise Report. Reporting live.
Franchise in building, franchise report in effect as it goes down. Hot in the ride here, little Letitia here. Rudy, Rudacious, what up?
What's up? What's happening, man? Hey, he called me Rudacious. Hey, man, listen, man. I know I'm here. I know I'm here to talk about an acting project that I'm in, but you know I'm with the shits franchise. Like, I'll kick a poem right now. Like, I'll do that.
Go ahead.
All right.
Let's go.
This smells like cigarette clouds of smoke.
Yes.
Inside project hallways reeking of piss, with the stained scent of fried food lingering in from the Chinese spot next door. This is hotter than a two-time felon speeding in a stolen whip. A dirty Glock resting in the glove box. Crack rocks sitting in pockets while dirty cops flash lights and sirens behind them. This is scarier than walking dolo down dark alleys. A gunless waist, hands gripping the handle to a 10 grand filled briefcase of drug money that sealed a target on your head. This is just a poem. But it's hood. It's grimy, it's brilliant and ignorant, like my homies trading philosophies between every puff, pass. And although I admire sun-filled springtime imagery, my vision be filled with moonlit cold similes. I'm filthy like cement street so dirty, the clean color gray of fresh concrete is stained away. But gangster will never fit my description. This belligerence is spawned from neglect, because no matter how educated I get to a degree, to this world I'm just a spick. So I recite like it's a fight, hyped to throw punchlines. I've been jumped into rap ciphers. The tension was so thick you could stab it with an ice pick. I still managed to step with everyone's respect. Your favorite rapper's favorite poet. I be that hip-hop spoken word hybrid, wrecking shows without violence, pinpointing treasures under spots and X marks, searching for the tender heart in every creature Frankenstein's create, seeking the same strength found in a martyr's dying breath, the willingness to be Dr. King'd for beliefs. My heart is an island of beauty, engulfed in oceans of depression, but I use thoughts to give makeovers to the ugliest scenarios, like the moment I eliminated suicide as an option to solving all my problems. The pen is mightier than swords when tongues spit like guns, so I'ma preach that spit like someone passed a reverend. Two loaded Mac 11s, forensics will appear when I'm finished. Ambulances will start ringing any minute. The chalk will outline the microphone because I just killed it.
What I'm talking about.
So to talk about being an actor, right?
Exactly. Let's go. Something about a movie?
Yes. Deep Red, October 8th is a short horror film, independently produced, being presented through Third Society Entertainment, written, produced and directed by my brother Shiesty L. We're gonna call him Lionel Monsanto. That's his real name. It's all over the flyer. Monsanto.
Let's stick with Shiesty.
Yeah, my brother Shiesty L. Man. It's a short horror film that he wrote, inspired by his love for horror films. He also has an album coming out that's the soundtrack for the film. Dope. Which is where the idea kind of like snowball affected, you know what I'm saying, into a film. So it started off being about the music, and then it snowball affected and turned into this beautiful film that we got. So it's coming out October 8th, man. It's something very, very different. It has music in it. It's got acting in it. It's something. It's something
niggas
unique.
Never hit me up to act in a movie.
You did a movie. I seen you dressed up like a cop before.
It ain't coming out though. I'm waiting.
Oh, right?
It ain't coming out though.
You got the personality.
Me and
for
shit both waiting for this movie to come out. It ain't happening.
Listen, I've known franchise since March, and since March we've been talking about this movie.
It ain't happening. My kid be hitting me up like, yo, what's up with your boy Hot in the Ride? Like, send him a video.
Word up.
So what else you got happening as we get closer to 2022? What are your thoughts for 2022?
I mean, right now I'm like, getting my equity points built up in the theater world and stuff like that. On my way. I got some conversations that I don't want to jinx. You know what I mean? To go too much into detail, but there's some developments that could be very, very interesting for me and my pockets very soon. So
just like I told Chip, as the Haitians would say, don't speak about it. Just leave it alone, because when you speak it, you got all type of ears, eyes on your business. And they just want to wish you bad. So keep that to yourself.
No doubt.
Some of us just want to steal it. Some of us just want to steal the idea. I don't wish you bad.
I mean, you would have to beat me to steal it, and that's not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is 15 years. Like, come on, guy. You know what I'm saying?
He does one movie and
Yeah, no, man. It's a, you know what I'm saying? A little man, relax now, relax, okay? I do's this. No,
I'm gonna hop back to the poem real quick. That sounds, first of all, like a Brooklyn Projects. That sounds like Marcy Projects or something like that. And second of all, you Spanish?
Yes, Dominican.
Okay, Dominican. You said spick.
Afro-Latino,
okay,
Dominican,
okay.
yes.
Dominican. Okay, so Deep Red.
Deep Red, October 8th.
October 8th.
And we also have a public screening that we're going to do at Troop the day before, October 7th, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Myself, I'll be doing a set with poetry. Then we'll show the film, and then my man Shiesty L is also going to do a set to end the night off and stuff like that.
So you guys are showing a horror film in a club?
Yeah, that's why we're doing it so late. This is why we have to do it so late, because
show up with a girl.
Yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying? Have a grabbing on your arm and stuff like. Don't worry, baby, I got you. I'm gonna protect you.
So it's a horror and a musical, right?
Yes.
Right,
yes.
It's a horror.
Yep.
So I said I'm gonna bring a boo with me, so that way I can be on his arm like.
But when we say musical though, it's hip hop music, and when I say hip hop music, I don't mean like Broadway hip hop music. Like it's real hardcore boom bap hip hop in this film. You know what I mean? There's no like West Side Story people walking around like.
Listen, when they first said musical,
no, it ain't none of that.
I was thinking of Thriller. I was thinking of.
Nah. But you know, I'll say this though, like the style of it is for hip hop audiences, you know what I mean? Which is why, like, you know, I initially wanted to reach out to as many people as I can. Like, I mean, Franchise, you remember the last time I was here promoting a play where I was like, yo, this is a play, but it's a play that it's like our story being told on stage, you know what I mean? So like I'm always like willing to come to where our people are at to try to be like, yo, this like it's not something like, I know I do a lot of like classical stuff that people might not be interested in, like I've done Shakespeare and stuff like that or whatever, and I understand if you didn't grow up interested in it, I can understand, you know what I mean? You're not gonna have a sudden interest in it just because I'm doing it. But when it's something like this where it's like, yo, this is literally like our culture, our identity, our style, our flavor and everything like that being put into this, yo, like I'm gonna show up and be like, yo, you need to come see this. You know what I mean? And this ain't an event that I'm promoting. This is something that's gonna stay online. So please make sure you tune in. It'll be on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Rudy Roo, ITSRUDYRU. I'm on Instagram all the damn time. So if you got any questions about it, you can always holler at me. But yeah, it's a short horror film / musical, horror, like just homage. It's so many different things, man.
I was looking at some of the pictures, the graphics, the makeup work. Whoever the artist is, the makeup artist, she's dope.
Shout out to Makeup with Your Ex, Monica Xavier.
She
dope. Killed it. She absolutely killed it. One woman army.
She had an eyeball hanging out somebody's
head. Yeah. Wait till you see some of the makeup they had me in.
They got eyeballs falling out.
Some of them.
No, trust me. I got some photos in the tuck right now because I'm doing my promo on Instagram, right? And I'm spacing out the behind the scenes photos or whatever. The last week, like when the film comes out, I got some photos gonna be like, whoa.
Sounds
y'all
like
went
that
there.
movie's coming out. Sounds like that movie's coming out.
Oh yeah. Shots.
Sounds like
Shots fired.
So besides Deep Red, besides the projects that you don't want to talk about, is there anything else that you want to talk about that you might
my
be
focus
doing?
right now is just Deep Red. If I got anything else, I'll be right back.
Okay.
But the focus is on Deep Red because, you know, and partly why I'm so passionate about it is because, like, you know, it's one thing, like I said, I've been acting for 15 years now, and it's one thing to be, you know, working with a lot of people that I get to know while I'm doing the project, a lot of people some people that I know personally and everything like that. But it's another thing for me to do a project that I love, that is fire, but that is for somebody that is like a brother to me. You know what I mean? So that's also another reason why I'm super passionate about it, because it's like, yo, my brother came to me with a vision and a dream, and I said, yo, dog, I'm riding, let's go. You know what I mean? It's loyalty behind this as well, not just talent and skill, but it's loyalty behind it as well, and that's my dog, like, for real.
And how many credits or how many performances are you shy from being a stage actor?
I am a stage actor.
Stage.
Oh, stage. Now I'm in talks of becoming equity. I don't get too much, like, film is still like a new thing for me. Like I did I was part of a web series called The Pineapple Diaries, which is basically like Sex in the City, but with Dominican women and living in Boston. yeah, exactly. Yep.
I gotta get in these movies, man.
Yeah. But film,
you both franchise.
Film is still new territory for me. Like the theater is where it's been at for me for a long time, and I was fighting a fight for a long time of trying to get our people more into it. You know what I mean? But you know, we don't grow up going to go see plays. We love movies, but we don't grow up going to go see plays. I didn't grow up going to go see plays. I thought the shit was corny growing up. You know what I mean? When I'm in high school and they're trying to read us Romeo and Juliet, I'm like, man, I don't care about this. Exactly.
Hell wants to watch Othello.
Who wants to watch?
And so like I went for a time period really trying hard to fight that fight. But what I noticed is that like a lot of the younger kids, they're getting into it naturally. I think part of it is because like the music they listen to is differently, right? Like they like Kanye and Childish Gambino, so it's nothing for them to get into like more artistic stuff. Whereas we grew up, I'm G-Unit era, like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear that. I'm trying to be fucking gangster. I don't want to hear. I don't want it to be or not to be shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that shit. I want to jump off the porch, damn it. You know? And I'm saying that as a good kid too. Like I grew up in a church house. You know what I mean? Like I grew up in a church home, and I wanted to. That's how strong that influence was.
Those are the worst kids, though. Those are the worst kids.
That is true.
I grew up with no music in my house. So for some reason, I got caught listening to Wu-Tang, Onyx, like all that.
Facts, yo. Facts. I mean, the song that made me fall in love with hip hop was DMX Rough Riders Anthem.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it was like, and that wasn't the first song that I saw. The first song I saw was Mace Feel So Good, and even then I was like, that's too flashy for me. But when I saw that Pitbull biting that tire and I saw them four-wheelers, I was like, oh, I like this. This shit is hard. You feel me? But yeah, no, but you know, like I definitely feel like the younger crowd is getting into it more naturally, which is dope. I love to see it. You know what I mean? So, and I'm happy for the people that I was able to get to maybe come see a play in the past or whatever, that was like, yo, I didn't know theater could be like this. Like I thought it was all old white people shit. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know we could hear stories about people that look like me on a and it be a theater show. You feel what I'm saying? But there's plenty of those stories that exist. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of culture that goes into it. We love hip hop because we understand the culture. We grew up in it. If you don't grow up with it in your schools and stuff like that, if you don't grow up with it in your family, you know what I'm saying, going to go see plays, you know, it's like pulling teeth trying to get people to all of a sudden go see it. You know, luckily for me, a lot of people, they rock with me personally, even if they don't like poetry, even if they don't like theater, but they rock with me personally. But now that don't matter because I'm doing a film now. Okay, I'm doing something that y'all like already. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to.
Because if the movie Friday was a play, you probably wouldn't have watched it. But because it was a movie, it's a hood classic.
Best way to find you?
Definitely Instagram at It's Rudy Roo. I'm on there all the damn time. I have a Twitter that I barely use. It's at It's Rudy Roo, but I'll start using it. People gonna talk to me on there. Facebook, Rudy Roo. I have a YouTube channel, Rudy Roo, where you can see some of my poetry that I've had up there for a little minute. Yeah, but Instagram is where it's at though. Holla at me.
Okay.
Family, it's always a pleasure when you come through.
Thank you so much, man.
Always great energy, always a great vibe when you come through. You're always welcome back.
That means a lot, man. I appreciate it.
And the next
time, can you please?
I can.
A Biggie poem.
I can, man. I said I'm with the shits, man. I'm with it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm always ready
to
go. All right. Let me say, this is a poem that I did specifically for when I'm around hip hop audiences and stuff like that. So this is just something that I wrote for the love of hip hop, right? Story begins. It's 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, Brooklyn. Pager rings. Awoke in slumber, a hustler named Big wonders, who the fuck is this? Phone dials. Two women lay next to him, ignored, because pagers are business or warnings, both serious as heart attacks. It's barbershop pop. While pocketing cash at the gambling spot, he caught wind of a plot. Two dumb fucks want Big stuck up precaution hits, quicker than a crack high. Pop asks if the hill in Brownsville sounds familiar, surprised. With double-barrel shotgun eyes, Big replies, yeah, my nigga Fame up in Prospect, nah, them my niggas not love what in disrespect. Pop calms Big, like the first puff on a blunt. Reminds him loyalty exists even in lifestyles where love doesn't. Fame delivered the warning. Pop delivered to Big. Messages sent like kilos. Telegrams in brown paper bags. With disgust, Big utters, damn. Niggas wanna stick me for my paper. 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 Pop tells Big, thieves know all. The Rolex watches, Lexus whips, Georgetown pounds, lockdown Virginia strips, mom's crib in Florida, fifth corridor, also on the list. Corridor, Big insists. There's gonna be a lot of slow singing if I will bring in, if my burglar alarm starts ringing. The scenario is hot. Like stash house stove tops. Big resembles heroin. Anger bubbling like melted rock. Emotions darker than the back of crack spoons. Ready to die. He gives a shit less. Prepared to take a life or be sentenced to it. Damn. For 1 second, awareness pours out heavier than 1 million in cash dumped from a duffel bag. Niggas wanna stick me for my cream, and that ain't a dream. Things ain't always what it seems. He realizes it's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they wanna grab their guns and come and get ya. Here we see Christopher, Valletta Wallace's baby. Daddy to his kids. No longer is his name Big. In this moment, we see the man that has become an addict, addicted to hustling, his heart suffering withdrawals. But there's no time for rehab. As Big grips a pistol, he relapses. Betcha Biggie won't slip, leaves his lips. Eyes closed, mind goes, crime mode. Tendencies, psycho. Enemies, die slow. Weed smoke, Big takes a deep toke. Silence. Preludes violence. Peaceful. Refuses to run in, ready to bust his gun, then Big says, hold on, I hear somebody coming. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate y'all.
Always a pleasure, family.
Deep Red, October 8th. Make sure you tune in, man. Okay?
Yes.
Okay? I've been coming to y'all for a long time. Where y'all at? Come to where I'm at for once. Please. Please, I beg you.
Family.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.